Good morning. I'm Samriddhi K.C. and these are the headlines of the hour. Martyrs Day being observed all over the country today. Various programs being organized to honor the martyrs who sacrificed their lives for the country and the people. Nepal set to graduate from its LDC status next year. Preparations inadequate for post-graduation scenario. Experts call for efforts to ensure international trade facilities remain continued. At least 15 people deceased and many others injured in a stampede at Mahakumbh Mela in northern India. Witnesses described the scene as absolute chaos. Final matches of the league phase of Champions League to happen tonight. Real Madrid and Manchester City on pressure to win. Welcome back. January 30 marks Martyrs Day in Nepal when the country remembers individuals like Shukraraj Sastri, Gangalal Shrestha, Dharmabhakta Mathema and Dashrath Chand among others.
Shukraraj Sastri, Gangalal Shrestha, Dharmabhakta Mathema and Dashrath Chand were executed for protesting against the then Rana regime and for democracy in the Nepalese year 1997. Martyrs Day has been observed in their memory since the Nepalese year 2012.
अब शहीदले कुन के कुराको लागि लडे उनीहरुले के को लागि ज्यानको आहुति दिए के हो त्यस्तो वस्तु त्यो के हो त्यो त्यसको महत्त्व पनि हामीले बुझ्नु पर्यो जस्तो उहाँहरुले जुन दियो 97 सालको प्रजातन्त्रको लागि भनेर दिएको हो तपाईको.
Since the Nepalese year 2007, many have lost their lives in movements and fights to defend citizens' rights and for democracy. Hundreds lost their lives during the 10 years long armed conflict period, the Second People's Movement and the Tarai Madhes and Tharuhat movement, among others. The government has so far announced 15,000 as martyrs. However, Lakhan Thapa, who was executed in the Nepalese year 1933 for raising voice against the then Prime Minister Janga Bahadur Rana, has been recognized as the first martyr of Nepal. He was hanged to death on 2nd of Fagun 1933. The other significant face that the country remembers on Martyrs Day is Durga Nanda Jha, who was hanged to death for raising voice in favor of the farmers and against the regime.
सम्झिनु पर्यो उनीहरुको आदर्शबाट सम्झिनु पर्यो शहीदले चाहेको नेपाल यस्तो है भनेर त्यो अनुसारको हामीले शासन व्यवस्था गर्नु पर्यो हामीले त्यसरी सञ्चालन गरेर जानु पर्यो कारण शहीदलाई सम्झिने भनेको चाहिँ हरेक दिन सम्झिने हो तपाईको यो मात्रै होइन कि त हरेक दिन सम्झिने हो.
The Martyrs Day also remembers Yagya Bahadur Thapa, who opposed the Panchayat system, and Ramesh Kumar Mahato, who is dubbed the first martyr of the Madhesh movement.
शहीद भन्ने को शहीद भन्ने कुरा नै अवमूल्यन भएको जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई. भनिहाल्ने सडकमा केही दुर्घटना भएर गएकोलाई पनि शहीद बनाएको छ उलाई पनि शहीद बनाएको छ त्यो चाहिँ भारतमा जति शहीद छ त्यो भन्दा डबल होला हाम्रोमा शहीद यहाँ थपेर है. त्यसकारण मैले शहीद भनेको राम्रोसँग परिभाषित हुनु पर्यो शहीद भनेको के हो.
The Nepal Academy's dictionary explains a martyr as someone who gave up their life for the country, preservation of culture and identity, and for democracy. In order to truly pay tribute to all the martyrs, it is imperative for stakeholders to work towards maintaining peace, good governance, development, and prosperity.
Nepal is graduating from its least developed country status next year. However, with the graduation, concerns are increasing regarding the trade facilities that the country has been benefiting from in the international market as an LDC.
In year 2026, Nepal is graduating as a least developed country, LDC, to a developing nation as recommended by the General Assembly of the United Nations on 23rd November 2021. As an LDC, Nepal has been enjoying various trade benefits in the international market. For instance, Nepal-made products are being exported to Europe with duty-free access. US has been providing similar facility on Nepal-made carpets, shawl, handbags, handbands, luggages, blankets, and hats, among others. However, the duty-free access to US that began in 2016 will end in December later this year, with similar benefits to other regions ending upon LDC graduation.
तीनवटा सूचकमा चाहिँ हाम्रो क्राइटेरिया पूरा गरिसकेपछि स्तरोन्नति हुने भन्ने हो। त्यसमध्ये हाम्रो दुईटा सूचकहरू निरन्तर रूपमा यो मानव सम्पत्ति सूचकाङ्क र आर्थिक तथा वातावरणीय जोखिम सूचकाङ्क निरन्तर रूपमा 3टा वर्षमै पूरा गरेको हुनाले स्तरोन्नतिको निर्णय गरेको हो।
The National Planning Commission and the United Nations Development Programme through the Human Development Report in 2020 have predicted Nepal's exports will reduce by around 5% after graduation. This has worried experts as the trade deficit has remained huge each year. In the past 5 months of the ongoing fiscal, goods worth 822 billion rupees were imported against an export of goods worth 98.8 billion rupees, a major portion of which is soybean oil, which was first imported at 24.36 billion rupees and then exported after processing. The ratio of goods made fully in Nepal has remained dismal. Amid concerns regarding the scenario after LDC graduation, government officials say efforts are underway for bilateral, regional, and multilateral trade agreements to ensure subsidized market access and that talks are underway at ministerial level for continuity of the benefits Nepal has been receiving as member of the World Trade Organization. The government has urged the US for an extension of the Nepal Trade Preference Program. Preparations are also underway for similar agreements with Bangladesh, Vietnam, Australia and Bhutan among others.
संरचनागत सुधार इन्स्टिट्युशनल रिफर्म गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ जुन चाहिँ ट्रेड र बिजनेस फ्रेन्डली र कस्ट अफ डुइङ र इज इन बिजनेस भन्छ त्यो मान्छेलाई व्यापार गर्न ट्रेड गर्न सजिलो वातावरण बनाइदिनु पर्छ त्यो चाहिँ छैन नेपालमा अरूको तुलना हेर्दाखेरि इन्डिया यो बंगलादेशहरु भन्दा हामी पछि परेको त्यो गाह्रो त्यतापटि चाहिँ हामीले गर्नुपर्छ
अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय व्यापारमा यो डायनामिजमका हिसाबले गतिशीलताका हिसाबले अथवा भन्नु त्यसमा आएका विभिन्न किसिमका कठिनाइका हिसाबले जुन अहिले नयाँ नयाँ डेभलपमेन्ट भइराखेको छ त्यो डेभलपमेन्टको कन्टेक्स्टमा चाहिँ हामीले हाम्रो वस्तुहरुलाई सहज बजार प्रवेश सुविधाको लागि प्रयास गर्नुपर्छ.
Meanwhile, industrialists say Nepali products struggle to compete in the international market because of expensive rates due to high costs of production. The government has introduced a new commerce policy which aims to identify and develop products from all provinces that can be exported and raise coordination between the center and the provinces to identify comparative advantage and set price series.
Opposition parties in the federal parliament plan to stage a mass protest accusing the government of introducing the ordinance in undemocratic and autocratic manner. Speaking at the conference organized by the Socialist Front Nepal in Kathmandu, CPN Maoist Chair Pushpa Kamal Dahal stated that opposition parties will be united in the parliament against the undemocratic ordinance and the government's move to retaliate against political opponents. Dahal claims the government's move to force an ordinance without even withdrawing the bill from the House is autocratic and a step towards autocracy.
सदनमा भएको विधेयक सदनबाट फिर्ता नलिइकन जबरजस्ती अध्यादेश ल्याउने जो काम भएको छ यो स्वेच्छाचारी छ निरङ्कुश छ हामी पर्सि 18 गतेको सदन अगाडि एकचोटी फेरि विपक्षी दलहरुको पनि फेरि बैठक बसेर हामीले सामूहिक ढंगले सदनमा कसरी प्रस्तुत हुने.
CPN Unified Socialist Chair Madhav Kumar Nepal stated that people are looking for an alternative to the current government.
जनता निराश छन् परिणाममुखी कुनै काम हुन सकेको छैन. वास्तवमा मानिसहरुमा एउटा विकल्पको खोजी जारी छ.
Speaking at a program, leaders emphasized that the political forces who desire change should work together with the Socialist Front. Time for international update. At least 15 people were killed in a stampede at the Sangam Ghat of the ongoing Kumbh Mela in Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh, India at around 1:30 a.m. last night. 30 to 40 other people were injured in the stampede. However, the administration has not yet officially released the number of dead and injured. It is said that this stampede took place before the Amrit Snan ceremony, which is going to be held today on the occasion of Mauni Amavasya. According to the Indian media reports, the situation is under control. As a precautionary measure, 13 Aktas have cancelled the Shahi Snan ceremony to be held on the occasion of Mauni Amavasya, quoting Mahant Ravindra Puri, President of Akhil Bharatiya Parishad. The administration estimates that 80 to 100 billion devotees will attend the Shahi Snan ceremony on the occasion of Mauni Amavasya in Prayagraj. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath have also been informed about this matter. In the released video, the injured are being taken to the Sub-Central Hospital in Sector 24 of the Arail and the deceased to Prayagraj Medical College. The Mahakumbh Mela, which began on 13th of January, will have 6 royal baths, 2 of which have already been taken, while the 3rd royal bath will be held today. However, the administration has appealed to devotees to bath at a ghat near them instead of going to Sangam Ghat, even though the akhadas have said today baths have been postponed. The 4th royal bath will be held on 3rd of February, the 5th royal bath on 12th of February, and the 6th and the final royal bath on 26th of February. It is said that 150 million devotees have taken baths since the beginning of the Mahakumbh. Fire authorities said an Airbus plane belonging to South Korean carrier Air Busan caught fire in Gimhae International Airport in the country's south while preparing for departure to Hong Kong. Fire authorities in Busan said that all 169 passengers and 7 crew members were evacuated, with 3 having minor injury taken to hospital. The fire service said that fire started inside the plane. South Korea's Yonhap news agency said it began in the plane's tail. It is a month since the deadliest air disaster on South Korean soil, when a Jeju airplane coming from Bangkok crashed at Muan Airport's runway as it made an emergency belly landing, killing all but 2 of the 181 people and crew members on board. Budget airline Air Busan is part of South Korea's Asiana Airlines, in which December was acquired by Korean Air. The plane is an Airbus A321 model. Plane maker Airbus said that it is aware of reports about the incident and it is liaising with the Air Busan. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni said that she had been placed under judicial investigation over her country's surprise release of a Libyan police officer wanted by the International Criminal Court. Osama al-Masri Nazim, also known as Osama al-Masri Nazim, was released last week after being detained a few days earlier under an arrest warrant issued by the International Criminal Court (ICC) for alleged crimes against humanity. The ICC demanded an explanation, saying it had not been consulted over the decision. Meloni said in a message posted on social media that she was suspected by prosecutors of embellishment and aiding or abetting a crime in connection with the case. She is under no obligation to resign, and being placed under investigation in Italy does not imply guilt nor mean that formal charges will necessarily follow. Meloni further said that Justice Minister Carlo Nordio, Interior Minister Matteo Piantedosi, and the Cabinet Undersecretary for Intelligence Matters Alfredo Mantovano have also been placed under investigation. A U.S. judge temporarily blocks a sweeping White House order to pause the federal grants, loans, and other financial assistance from taking effect. U.S. District Court Judge Lauren Ali Khan ruling came as it was set to come into force on Tuesday, and as confusion spread over which programs could be impacted. U.S. District Judge Lauren Ali Khan in Washington, D.C. said that the Trump's administration must not block existing funding programs until 3rd of February. It is reported that an internal memo, the White House Budget Office ordered a freeze on all federal grants and loans. Matthew Waite, Acting Director of the White House Office of Management and Budget said federal agencies have been ordered to temporarily halt all the activities related to the obligation or distribution of all federal financial assistance. The Trump administration has also made it clear that the funds will be withheld until it reviews the grants and loans to ensure they are aligned with the president's priorities. This is the latest move by the Trump administration to maintain control over the federal funds. The Trump administration's decision was expected to affect education, healthcare programs, housing assistance, disaster relief, and many other initiatives that rely on billions of federal dollars. The White House also said that the suspension will not affect Social Security or Medicare payments or direct assistance provided to the people. The federal government claims to have spent about $10 trillion in fiscal year of 2024. Of this, more than $3 trillion is said to have been spent on financial assistance such as grants and loans. A U.S. judge intervened mere minutes before a federal funding freeze ordered by the Trump administration was about to begin. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.